Alright then, we've got everything out of the box, and I must say, for my kind of first impressions, I am very, very impressed. And yeah, we're going to see what this product is all about. Big thank you to FIFINE for sending me this product, because this is sponsored by FIFINE. I'm honestly seriously impressed. And we'll talk a little more about it in a minute, but let's first get this thing set up and built, because there's a little bit of assembly required. When I say a little bit, I mean there's one thing you need to do, unless you want to mount it to a boom arm, which, as you would have seen in the last clip, something to do with this. And I want to point out now, I'm going to point out later in the video again, but the intuitive of putting that in is really, really nice. So I was looking at it thinking, how can I mount it to my boom arm? My boom arm has the bigger thread, and I was looking at whether I could mount it to the mic pole, which I can also if I just remove this very, very high quality, I must admit. Because sometimes, let's move the camera to focus, sometimes you can get quite low quality threads and they'll easily chew up. But these threads feel really nicely milled, and they're really nicely overally milled product. A little bit of metal, really easy, no tools to get that in and out, just my finger. But yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about what this little thing is in a minute, but for now we don't need this, so we're going to put this aside. Next thing before we set up, I don't know whether you guys would have seen earlier, but cables are branded with this kind of like imprinted thing, and also the nice little thing of the cable cap. Also, the thing I do also like is, the camera to focus, is this Velcro, really easy for storage. Also, fairly decently long cable. I can't even get it all into one camera shot. Like, you know, that's wrapped up about 3 times. And obviously this microphone is USB to USB-C, so really nice. Nice kind of solid connectors, the plastic's really good. Strain relievers as well, which is also nice to see on the cables. Again, really solid plastic, but we'll look into that cable a little bit more in a minute. Okay, so time for a little bit of the assembly. So we have the microphone here. We're at the front, where you can see these 2 little divot 1 and divot 2. And also I like the aero shock mount, not the aero shock mount, but like the what's it called now? Yeah, the shock mount, that's what it's called. Really nice shock mount. I'll talk a little bit more about it in a minute, but it uses the rubber bands, which also are great for keeping out the, you know, movement of a desk type sound. But this thing, little thing here you can see, comes in the box, and this is known as a pop filter, and this very, very easily comes off and on this microphone. You can't really see it on the camera. If I turn it that way, you can kind of see like the smiley face as a little bit of detail, like a very faintly painted smiley face on it, but a very effective pop filter. I'll say that I have tested this product already, and you'll be hearing my kind of opinions on the product later on in the video, because I have already tested it, and I tested it without the pop filter and with the pop filter, so it's good to know that it actually is a working pop filter. But yeah, we're going to easily install this into these nice mounts here, so very, very simple. Put one side in that side, get the other side in, and then very gently push it in like that. So very nice, this is the capsule part, which is very nice, and obviously the capsule part's all air mounted, shock mounted, sorry. And when you mount it to like a stand or something, that all comes with it. But yeah, when we turn it on in a minute, you'll be quite impressed, because it is, and it does have some RGB. And I ain't gonna lie, the RGB is pretty cool. Also, nice little thing on the stand here. This is like a rubber anti-slip thing. Sounds quite solid as well at the bottom. This bit sounds a little bit hollow, which it is if you look on the other side. Don't really get to see. Also, the same type of screw mount, which is very nice, and also very secure. So then, plugging it in, we're going to head under the microphone. We have 2 ports, which are nicely kind of hidden under there. Again, you'll see that in a minute when we actually look at the product on a bit of face talking. But USB-C in, and take the included cable, so I'm not using any other one's cable. And then you quite simply plug that into your computer, and you will see. And you quite simply plug it into your computer, and you will see that the lights have illuminated. I'm going to talk again more about this later in the video, but the button at the back here that controls your modes. There's a few different modes, which again, we'll talk about in a second. So then, this is the first time you are hearing me directly through the FIFINE microphone. This is an audio test with the pop filter that's included, which I believe works pretty well. I have already tested it, so you'll see the results without a pop filter in a minute. This microphone does sound really, really high quality. This is the first time in the video that you're hearing me through this microphone. I reiterate that. The earlier portions were on my lav system and not this microphone. So this is me talking into the microphone without the pop filter, so you can probably hear the pops, and you know, I'm looking at my audio meter here and it is showing the pops quite noticeably. but you can still see it still sounds high quality, and again, this is without the included pop filter, so yeah, really sounds high quality. So let's just talk about it a little bit more now. So we are now 1 week in the future from when I unboxed this product, and you obviously would have noticed the setup has moved slightly. So thank you to FIFINE for sponsoring, not FIFINE, is it FIFINE? 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 However you say it, I think it's FIFINE, as I was told to say it. Thank you to them guys for sponsoring today's video. I'm now going to talk about the product a little bit more. You've seen me unbox it, and you also would have just seen the audio tests of without the pop filter, with the pop filter, and also your first time hearing the microphone. You're currently hearing it now, as I'm using it for this portion of the content. So I just wanted to kind of talk about my general thoughts about the product, because I looked at the product on different websites and looked at some reviews, and they're all pretty good. So I just want to talk about my general sort of feeling about the product. Now, I looked at the price and I thought, I don't think it's going to be that high quality. But when I got the product in my actual hands and started playing around with the product, I was severely impressed. Like, you know, there's no sugarcoating it. I was severely impressed. Because, you know, when I was beginning my journey on YouTube, when I was beginning my journey as a gamer, content creator, and all the things I do, I was looking for a cheap microphone that wouldn't break, you know, the little bit of money that I had, but also that produced a high quality sort of sound. And I'm very, very sad I never found this microphone back then, because this microphone is so much cheaper and better than, you know, paying £200-300 for a good professional level microphone, which not even today I can even afford a professional level microphone like, you know, Shure SM7B or something. This microphone honestly sounds like, it just sounds high quality, and I really, really love that about the product. The build quality is as expected for £50, okay? It's not, you know, it's going to be made out of metal, titanium, is it? But when I saw £50, I thought, cheap plastic, hollow maybe? No, we have got solid, high quality plastic throughout the product, which is really, really nice. And, you know, as you would have seen in the intro, there's a bunch of these little details that the brand just got right. Branding the cable is high quality, you know. I'm really impressed with kind of the quality of the cable. Strain relievers work, it's branded, it has that little cable velcro strip, which is also very nice. You know, the mounting system for mounting onto its little stand it comes with, and the mounting onto the boom arm like I got it here. Again, really, really simple, really, really nice, but also high quality. The microphone is really, really light, which, as expected for a plastic microphone, it is going to be light, but high quality plastic. So my, you know, cheap boom arm that I use can easily handle this compared to something like a Blue Yeti, which are quite heavy. This is a really lightweight microphone, which also makes it just easier to mount. I do like, not every microphone comes with like this pop filter included. Sometimes you have to buy it extra, sometimes you'll get a pop filter when you buy like a mount or something. This one has it built into its system, which I think is really, really nice, and as you would have seen earlier, it's really effective, which is another good point. It's got an effective pop filter. Now, I do have kind of one thing that I don't like about the microphone, and that is this mute button on top. It's absolutely amazing having a mute button, but, you know, if I need to tap it quickly to someone's calling me and I'm in the middle of a game with my friends or in the middle of recording, I want to be able to easily tap it and know it's muted, okay? Because I don't want to be giving away stuff that I shouldn't be giving away to my friends or whatever. I just don't think it's that, like, enough responsive. It may be because I'm not pressing it right, not pressing it hard enough, but sometimes I press it and I have to press it twice to actually get it to mute my microphone, but it is nice that there's a mute button there. I also think to the gain, you could probably add a little bit more gain. I don't know whether it's just I just talked very quiet because I'm trying to, you know, I'm working in a house studio, so I can't be loud and vigorous and, you know, like I would like to be in a studio space, but it just probably could be a little bit higher, but again, that's fixable in, you know, editing. But yeah, overall, I really, 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 really do like this microphone, and I'm sure you guys will see it popping up in a few more videos in the next couple of weeks. And without you guys even knowing, you've already seen it in a few videos the past couple of weeks, past couple of videos. So I've actually recorded all my Premiere Pro videos with this microphone. It's a pretty nice microphone. Yeah, so I highly recommend you go check it out. I'll leave a link to the Amazon and the official webpage linked in the description down below, along with FIFINE's socials if I can hunt them out somewhere. And yeah. Hope you enjoyed this video today. Hope you enjoyed this very, very shorter, well, not shorter video, it's about not 10 minutes, but I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, do not forget to subscribe, leave a like down below, and also drop a comment on what you think, and, you know, any other microphones, you know, I'm looking at microphones, this one has severely impressed me, so big thumbs up to FIFINE, I keep thinking it's pronounced FIFINE. I was told fine though, so we're going to go with fine. Big thanks to FIFINE for sponsoring the video again. And yeah, I will see you in my next video, which will be next Thursday at 6 PM UK time. Bye for now.